You announced your retirement in February of 2021. I'm also recently retired and sort of navigating this new world of retirement. So how has this process been for you?
So, I mean, it's been a process, as it should be. I was able to play a little longer and extend because I did kind of retire from the NBA, but I signed with FC Barcelona March 2021, March 2021, sorry. And because my goal was to finish playing and not allow that multiple double fracture of my navicular kind of finish my career. So I was able to get back on the court pretty much almost 2 years after the first fracture. And played at FC Barcelona when I started, where I started professionally, and where I played some years in the youth program. And then I was able to play in the Olympics. So that was also very special. Played my fifth Olympics. And after a month or two of thinking whether I wanted to play another year and give it another run, at 41, I decided that it was time to flip the page, change the lifestyle and transition into something different and better. So now I'm a father of an 18-month-old daughter. I have a lot of miles on my wheels, and it was just time to move on. And I was able to accomplish a lot during the career, and it was fun. I was able to finish playing, which again, it was also a gift and a treat. And now it's been again kind of building. I had things in place which kind of have helped me in a way, but emotionally, there's no way to kind of prepare for that. The emotional gap, emptiness, kind of cliff that you kind of jump off once you retire, and you don't have that structure. You don't have that adrenaline going through your body every time you jump on the court, or even you prepare to jump on the court. Because as you get older, that process is much longer than the time that you spend on the court, as you know. So again, it's been up and down, to be honest. But for the most part, good. For the most part, good, because I've had a very lengthy career, and I'm at a place mentally where I can move on peacefully.
First of all, I just wanted to comment, there comes a time in any athlete's career as they get later and later in their 30s where the amount of time spent in the training room is more than the amount of time spent on the court. And right. At some point, and look, it's part of the structure you mentioned, but at some point, that can weigh on you a little bit. You made a comment that going to the next chapter of your life, it is different and better. What do you mean by better? What do you mean about this stage of your life that's better than your playing career?
Well, what I mean by it is that first of all, the present. I always like to focus on the present. So I always try to make the best of what's here, what's in front of me right now. What I've lived, good or bad, it's behind me. I can't touch it. I can't change it. But what I can change and impact, it's the right here, right now. And so I focus on the positives. I focus on what's great for me right now, which for me is stability, more time at home, more time with my family, being a father, being a husband, building things and figuring things out, or what do I want to spend my time in, exploring things, yeah, that's what I like. The flexibility to say, hey, you know what? Why don't we just take a plane and we go to Hawaii and spend how long do we want to spend there? A week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? All right, let's do it. And not having to, so that's why it's better in a way. So I focus on those.
Yeah.
On those things.
Yeah, I can agree with that, and I will co-sign that. I will say, as you get towards the end, and you get towards the end because of the things we've just talked about, and maybe there's a diminishment in skill and physical ability to play at the highest level, or to play the level that you're used to. And that's really fucking scary. It was so scary for me to go through that my last season. But I will co-sign, there is something that is better about this stage of my life, and for a lot of the same reasons: the flexibility, being a full-time parent, it's been awesome. It's been way better than I could have imagined. But there are some things that I missed. And you mentioned the structure and the adrenaline. And structure for me is probably the thing I missed the most. Is there anything else that you missed and you reflect back on all the years you played, what you missed about the game or what you missed about a locker room, whatever that may be?
Right. Yeah, no, in the locker room, it's always something that I've enjoyed a lot. The relationship with my teammates, just kind of being a part of a team, but and kind of going to battle with my teammates and kind of going through the different stages, right? Where you start as a young guy, as a rookie, and starting, figuring things out and learning from the veteran guys, but not quite getting it. But at your own pace, just kind of making strides to maturing and growing and so forth. Then kind of establishing yourself to whatever level that is. And then being one of the veteran guys where the young guys can benefit from your knowledge and can benefit from your experience, and you can help them grow and you can help them in their journey. So I've enjoyed those different kind of I guess points of my career, and I miss that in a way. But now I'm kind of exploring a potential role with the team. And I've been going to a little bit, under the radar with the Warriors, and they've kind of opened their doors for me to come in and be part of meetings and see the guys a little bit and talk to some of the guys, and it's been nice, and maybe I'm going to do that more and more as I go forward, but again, I don't want to rush into anything just yet. I just want to get a feel. I just want to learn. I want to observe. I want to see where kind of calls me, where I can get something that makes sense for me to gravitate into. But slowly, no rush right now. I'm just enjoying what I have at this point. And but I do of course miss. I mean, it's a unique feeling, right? That locker room bond, and not that every locker room it's tight and it's great, but it's it's fun to to do what you love. In this case, practice, playing, traveling, going on the road. You kind of get accustomed to that rhythm, that pace, and it's fun playing in front of the crowds, whether it's home with your home fans, whether they're on the road and you getting booed and whatever it is, and try to get a win on the road. And going on runs, championship runs, what I've been a part of, it was obviously a privilege. So yeah, you miss those things, but at the same time, I'm thankful for those moments. I'm thankful for those. But now again, I try to focus on what's here, what's right in front of me, and I can dwell on all those things and what I'm missing or what I'm lacking. It's just okay, what I have, what can I take advantage of, what I can enjoy now. And that's kind of how I always try to operate, even though, like I said, there's times emotionally where you're just like, you're anxious, a little bit. I felt, for the first few months, maybe you wake up in the middle of the night and your heart is racing and you're like, okay, what's going on? And it's because it's part of that process. And you have to understand that's part of it. It's normal. I talked to a good friend of mine who's the head of the mental wellness in the MBPA, Dr. Parham. And I had a few conversations with him. Hey, this is what I'm going through. This is normal. This is what can I do? This is what I'm feeling. This is normal. This is part of the process. Understand? Just be patient. Don't feel bad about it. Don't think anything's wrong. It's just like, this is how you're going through it.